Good morning, traders. It is Monday morning, January 12th, and we are about an hour and a half into the trading day. We've had the market come down to the 100-day moving average, breach it, jump higher, and now the market is actually starting to pull back, and it might test that 100-day moving average again. I believe that earnings season, which starts tomorrow, will attract buyers. We also have option expiration this week. Of the last four option expirations, the average market gain has been 1.5% for that week. So I feel we've got some bullish influences. I like this 100-day moving average being so close. We should be able to find support there. So I'm looking to put on some bullish trades. This morning, we had the market pull back right on the open. There's the opening bell. And the S&P futures actually traded about 8 points higher and then just fell right out of the gate. We found support, and now we're starting to bounce a little bit off of that 200 SPY 200 support level. And if we bring up the daily chart, we can see that the 100-day moving average is almost at 201. So we're very, very close. Obviously, if we penetrate that 100-day moving average, we've got to close our bullish trades down, get out, and prepare for perhaps another leg down. But again, earnings season tends to be very bullish, so I'm going to be looking to see what types of trades I might be able to find. And I'm going to use the scanner in conjunction with the system. We're not going to see a lot of bullish trades simply because the market did sell off last week. Now I'm just clicking through these different lists. These are going to be reversals. BMY, really nice big gap up. It's been pulling back all day. This looks pretty nice. It's been in a consolidation phase, so I like it here. Let's take a look at the chart real quick, see what it's done on a 5-minute basis. Yes, it obviously opened on the high, and now it's starting to rebound. I think this will be a good entry point for us. So I'm going to bring up my order entry screen. I'm going to put in BMY, and we'll bring up the option chain. This is interfaced with Interactive Brokers. I'm going out to February. I want to span earnings, and we'll go right here at the money and in the money slightly to see what we can do. And I'm seeing that the bid-ask spread is very wide on Bristol Myers. You can see 205, 288, big spreads in here. So I'm going to take a pass on this. There's just not enough option liquidity for us, unfortunately. And we'll take one more look at that because the 6250s would be at the money, and those are 170, 223. What the heck? I might just put a bid out there, see if I can get filled at maybe 190. We're only going to do a couple contracts, so we're going to keep it pretty small. I do like the breakout though. And I'm not in the regular expiration. I need to go to February 20th. That'll help a little bit. I always trade regular expiration. The liquidity is much, much better. So here we got a 40-cent bid-ask spread. Not good. We'll go in at $2.10 and see if we can get anybody to bite there. And we'll do two contracts, buy to open. And we'll hope that somebody, they played right in the middle. So we got our two contracts. I think we'll find better trades than this. If you can keep pecking away and get into something like that at a really good price on Bristol Myers, especially as it comes back and tests this breakout, I think that'll be a good entry point. EW, nice breakout, but no real option volume. We've got Whole Foods after a nice run, trying to break through. And I want to make sure, we'll take a look at when that signal came up. So we're getting a new buy signal today. Looks pretty nice. Let's take a look at those options and see what we might be able to do there. Again, I'm not going to be going big here because the market has pulled back. And typically, when we've seen these rallies off of the 100-day moving average, they've been strong and they haven't looked back. So I'm a little bit leery of it. We've got nice tight bid-ask spreads here. So we've got the $50 calls, which are in the money by about $1.17 with a 3-cent bid-ask spread. So we might try a couple of these. Let's take a look at what the stock has done today. Rallied up and it's pulling back. We'll keep this. I'd love to see it back here at the 50.88 level. I can probably get in a little bit better if we get that type of pullback. Market has also rebounded slightly, so we've got the S&Ps down 650. I'm going to keep Whole Foods on my radar, but I'm not necessarily going to jump in on it. Starbucks, very choppy. Not too crazy about that price pattern. Walmart I like. There's your breakout. Stock holding up very well during a market pullback. Has not really budged today. The stock wants to move higher as far as I can tell. Retailers should do well in this environment with oil prices starting to pull back. So we're going to go in and buy a few Walmart calls. Got Walmart at about $90. We're going to go out to February. Take a look at what those are trading for. I'm going to go in the money with Walmart. I like Walmart a little bit better than I do some of the other stocks because it's in the retail sector. We're going to do 3 of those and we'll look to go in. We'll put a 340 bid in. If I click on the ask, it assumes I'm buying and it'll put the ask limit in. And here I can ratchet it down and we'll submit. I'll take a look at the 5-minute chart. We could tell that the stock hasn't done much since the open, but look, it's held up really well, even with the market selling off. And I think the S&Ps are probably down about 15 points a little earlier. So let's keep taking a look, see if we can find something else here. I need that option liquidity. Not bad on Cisco, although it tends to trade in very tight ranges. I'm not too crazy about Cisco. It just doesn't seem to ever go anywhere. ADS could do well, but it needs to break out before I take a position there. You can see it's a fairly volatile stock too, but they do process credit cards, which should be excellent during, I think I just got filled on something. We bought our Walmart. Bought those at 340. That was a nice fill. FEYE. I do like this, but the option liquidity has not been that great. Do like the fact that it's breaking through this horizontal resistance and it's already gotten through this point and we're on a buy signal. We can take a look at the options, but from my recollection, they're not that liquid. We're also going to zoom out and take a look. Whoops. Bad typing. We'll zoom out and take a look at the longer term chart. There you can see we've got this consolidation after a steep decline. We've been trying to get long in here for a bit. So now that we're through this little horizontal resistance area, this stock does have a chance to run and it's above the 100-day moving average. That's also good. So let's see what those option prices look like. And we're not currently pulling up the option prices, unfortunately. And I'm not sure why that is. FEYE. Well, we'll continue to move on here. And we'll look for another opportunity. Much more interested in what I might find in my continuation searches because these stocks have been strong and they're continuing to push higher. That's nice on that breakout, no liquidity. If you're day trading stock, that would be a nice candidate right there. That stock's continuing to take off. SLW, Silver Wheaton. This is a play on silver. Inverted head and shoulders formation. Sell off, right shoulder or left shoulder. There's your low, there's your other shoulder. Now we're through that neckline and we're through this horizontal resistance level and we're through the 100-day moving average. I like it. Silver could get a nice little pop here, so let's bring up SLW and now we've got our FEYE options loading here. Usually it doesn't take that long, so I'm not sure what was up, but let's take a look and see if there's any kind of liquidity here. I don't like this, 255, 280. I know if I get into this trade, it's going to be tough getting out. So I'm not too excited about getting into that position, although I do like that longer term. I'm also going to take a look very quickly. We're close to Jan expiration. I just want to see if there's any premium to be had. So these 35 puts are in the money by 50 cents. And yeah, it's going to be tough for us to get a spread done because of how high the prices are on the out of the money options. So we're having to pay an awful lot for them given that they expire in a few days. The only way you could really play this is if you were going to do just a naked put right. That would probably be a good trade. That way you're not buying any premium. And on that put right, you might do something like for a few days selling the 34 puts for 70 cents or so and just keeping a tight stop on it at $34 and reeling it back in. If you get through a day or two on something like that, you're going to make money on it. We're going to bypass that. We're going to take a look at SLW. That certainly looked more attractive to me. While those options load, we're going to see what it's been doing on the chart for today. So it ran up very nicely. It's starting to roll over a little bit in here. Right in that $22 area, I would be a willing buyer. So I'm going to put a low ball bid out there and see if we can get filled. Yeah, the option chains are taking a little while to load. Here they come. So we're going to go to the February 22. Or right in here. This does not seem like a good quote for SLW, so I'm wondering what's going on with the interface here. Well, we'll see if it comes back up and we'll keep looking for new trades. I do like that though. I would take a position there. That train has left the station, poor option liquidity. Let's see if we can find something else in here. I'm just looking for stocks that have good liquidity and are breaking out right now. And so I'm very quickly just scanning down here. BZH, Beazer, Homes. A little choppy, not breaking out yet. Lulu, we've been long for a while. I've actually bought calls in these back in here on that breakup. Boy, has that been a nice trade. Whole Foods, we'll take another look, see if that stock's continuing to pull back a little bit for us. Love to try and get in a little bit better on, there we go. Pulling back almost to our target price right there, which is good. Take another look at those. And we've got our SLW options have loaded up. Let's see if the Jan 16 options are pulling correct prices. Yeah, that's looks pretty good. Let's go into Feb now. Aha, that's much better. Okay, so Feb 22s are in the money by about 24 cents or so, and we're paying about $1.20 over. I'd rather go in the money, and they're offered at 201, so I'm going to go 198. We'll split that bid ask, and we'll go for 2. So we're going to buy 2 of the SLW February 21 calls that are in the money by $1.20, and we've got that submitted. And I think we're going to finish up with Whole Foods. We'll see if we can get something done there. Again, very little size. We've got the S&Ps down 1025 right now. I had expected the market to really bounce and run like it has previously, but it hasn't done that this time. So I think the bid will grow into earnings season. I think option expiration will attract some buyers, but prices are a little tenuous. That 100-day moving average on the S&P should hold up. I'm going to keep it very small here. And once I get this trade entered and these prices pulled up, I will show you what I have in mind. Why don't I do that while those option prices are pulling up? Again, kind of strange that we're not pulling those prices very quickly. It's usually just a matter of seconds until they pull up. And I'm going to go into the SPY. So here's my thinking is we've got the 100-day moving average giving us support. We come down and test it again. Market finds support. And then we start to rally into earnings season. I can't get super aggressive until I see the market come back up and take that level out though. That would tell me that was the high close from 2 days ago after that bounce. If I see that, I'm going to feel pretty good. In fact, even if it can get above the 50-day moving average right here, which is at about 205, same type of price level, then I'll feel pretty good about this rebound. So it sells off, comes up, tests, which would be very normal, and then continues to rally into earnings season. If we breach this 100-day moving average, I'm out. I mean, I don't want to see that at all. I don't think it's going to happen. I think all the issues that you have with Greece, potential credit problems in Russia, low oil prices, Brazil, all of that stuff is going to take a back seat to earnings over the course of the next few weeks. Could those issues potentially arise later this month? Sure. Or in March or April? Absolutely. So I want to keep an eye on it. But my trading window is very narrow right now. I'm only looking a couple weeks out. And I believe in the next couple weeks, we're going to see some very nice bullish price action. So let's see if we can get that Whole Foods trade off. Hopefully these options have loaded. I think they have. We're going to February 20th expiration, and we're going to go to the 50 strike. We can see nice liquidity in there. And so they're about $1.15 in the money, and 280 by 284. Nice tight bid ask there. So we'll buy 2 at 284, and we're filled. So the only thing that we're not filled on is our SLW calls, but we bought 2 of the Whole Foods, 3 of the Walmart, 2 of the Bristol Myers. Out of the trades, I like Walmart probably the best, then probably Whole Foods, and then probably SLW, and then Bristol Myers. The only reason I don't like Bristol Myers as much as the rest, love the breakout and everything, just don't like that option liquidity that we had to deal with. So I think these are all nice trades. They're representative of what I'm looking for. I want to see that uptrend. I want to see the breakout through horizontal resistance. So let's just recap very quickly. Nice uptrend, breakout through horizontal resistance, holding up well during a market decline the last few days. That's Walmart. We're going to look at Whole Foods one more time. Nice uptrend, fairly tight range, consolidation, breaking out to a new high. We're going to take a look at SLW. That's breaking through horizontal resistance right there. And on a longer term chart, we had that inverted head and shoulders. We're above the 100-day moving average. So you got to like all that. And then Bristol Myers, we had that tight pattern and breakout through a horizontal resistance level, stock continuing to push higher. This could turn out to be a very nice trade. So I think we're currently doing well. Yes, we're continuing to march higher. So our calls are making a little bit of money right now. We've at least covered the bid on that. And I'm going to zoom out on Bristol Myers just so you can see the longer term. So you've also got a very nice horizontal breakout right there. This is a nice chart. The stock looks like it wants to go higher. So I should probably elevate how I feel about Bristol Myers. I like it. I like everything about it. I just didn't like the option liquidity. So there are 4 new trades for you. Thanks so much for those of you who are new subscribers to the 3000 symbol subscription. 2015 is going to be a great year. These videos, I will produce one every week. Trade well. Thank you.